Peak tourist season in France. For many visitors, the sights of fiery and at times violent protests around the country over the fatal shooting of a teenager by police might make them worry about their itinerary. But protesters have largely left the most famed attractions in Paris alone, though some were dispersed from the Place de la Concorde on Friday. This couple from the US say they knew about the protests but didn't change their plans.
It's unfortunate what happened, but
we decide still to come.
we have to continue.
We had confidence in Macron.
We have confidence in my friend, the French countrymen, to take care of the situation.
Another tourist from Chicago says her trip is still going as planned, but the anger on the streets here remind her of problems back home.
So far, we haven't seen like the rioting and the cars on fire and such, but we also had that in the United States back in 2021 with George Floyd. So we live in Chicago and there was a lot of that there, so we've already experienced it.
Many places that cater to tourists say they are worried not only about security but about the economic impact of the protests. One tour bus driver says he feels bad for the tourists who have come for a vacation, but says it's also hard on the people who are just trying to work. The country's main association for hospitality workers says many of its hotel members have seen an increase in the number of cancellations of reservations. The French Retail Federation is also calling for more police to stop stores being vandalised. But for the most part, central Paris has been unscathed, with some exceptions like when police say protesters looted stores on the Rue de Rivoli and damaged a shopping mall. There was also increased security along the Champs-Élysées, with police carrying out spot checks in the area. In the port city of Marseille, where some of the country's worst violence happened, a bus carrying Chinese tourists was attacked during a protest, causing minor injuries to some passengers. China's Consulate General has lodged an official complaint and called on the French authorities to keep their citizens and property safe. Back in the French capital, some tourists say they're unfazed by it all and making the best of their trip. It is, after all, still Paris.
We checked out the news, we think it's absolutely fine. There's so many things going on in the world. If you listen to everything, you'd never travel.